move with 1,400 meters to go. Is that to put some daylight between you and those 1,500 meter guys?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I need to be able to win in a really wide variety of ways, and you know, the first slam in Jamaica I won in sit and kick races. Didn't work 2 days ago, so needed to switch up the strategy and lean into what I'm really good at, and that's squeezing these guys and making it hard for a long time. So I wanted to move pretty far out so that people really had to think about it. You know, if someone goes with a lap to go, you're going to go, but 4 laps to go, you start thinking a little bit. So I wanted to squeeze them hard and got some daylight and kept on the gas for quite a while. And then with about 100 to go, I realized I had a good enough cushion that I could chill out that last 100.
Did you expect anyone to go with you? Did you expect to go by yourself?
I expected everyone to go. I felt like, somewhat people were watching to see how I responded. This was kind of my race to lose a little bit. A 5K, that is my specialty. So I knew when I made a move, it was something that people weren't going to ignore. And I couldn't really tell what was going on behind me, but I think people went for a little bit. But maybe after a lap or two of squeezing, kind of backed off a little. So yeah, I'm really happy with that.
It's towards the end, obviously it showed that you built your lead, you're confident, and there was a sense of joy, I guess, overall. Is it fair to say that?
Yeah, I was pretty frustrated after that race 2 days ago. It's one thing to get blown out, but when you get nipped at the line like that, it's like you look back and like, man, what are the things I could have done differently for 0.1 seconds? And it was frustrating, but refocused. It's a 2-race meet. And so if you mess up on that first one, you got another shot in 2 days, which I really like. So got another shot and turned it into my race and got the job done.
Leading up to this race, was there a lot of thinking about it until the next race?
Yeah, there was a lot of thinking, but at the end of the day, I want to put myself in the best position to win. In Jamaica, I won in sit and kick races, so went for it again 2 days ago and I got beat. So needed to try a new strategy, and the strategy went well.
Was it after the 3K that you and Mike kind of talked and you decided you would push a little bit further out, or is that the plan coming in to switch up the racing style?
The plan coming in was win the first race and then deal with the second race after that. So I did not succeed in the plan for day one, but today, I had 2 days to regroup, set a new plan, and I want to give myself the highest percentage shot of winning. And against this field, I think in the 5K, that's squeezing them from pretty far out. There's some really quick, powerful guys in that field, but I needed to string them out, and I did.
You closed this 5K in 3:57. What would you say kind of the effort level was? I mean, you were running solo. You had some room. You had some kind of cushion, I guess. What would you say kind of your effort was closing that last mile?
The first 2 miles were pretty smooth. The first mile we were jogging, and then I think Sam and George were squeezing a little bit that second mile. Not enough to get rid of anybody, but just to get the pace up. And then I was squeezing pretty hard that last mile. When someone moves with a mile to go, you never know if they're going to hold it to the line. I think most of the guys in this field know that I'm the type of guy to hold it to the line, so I squeezed it pretty hard. I think if someone came with me that last 100 meters, I definitely could have switched on the last 200, the last 400, whatever, but it's not like I was going to close in 350 today, so if guys wanted to beat me, they had to hurt today, and I was Yeah, it was fun. The 5K sometimes doesn't get much love, so to have a full house, have the crowd responding to your moves and stuff, it felt good. So, ultimately this entire series is about entertainment. This is about bringing more eyes to the sport. So me enjoying it and being myself is good for everybody. And I hope people's personalities shine out there, and it gets people excited for every single race. And 3K to 5K, you had 2 wildly different race styles, so I hope it's entertaining for people.
Right now that you have 2 slams down, do you feel like the format kind of agrees with you?
It's fun. I mean, it's not the best format to run as fast as you can as a distance runner, but you can have some really, really solid efforts. And I was disappointed after that 3K. I messed up. I wanted to win that race and I didn't get it done. So I got another shot 2 days later, which is really fun for me, and I'm sure fun for a fan to watch. A comeback, a change. There's not many people that have won the first slam and the second slam so far. It's hard to do. You look at someone like Josh Kerr, really disappointed after that first slam, comes back, wins, and is super excited. that unpredictability is what gets people excited about the sport. So I enjoy it. Yeah, it's good.
Having ran 2 slams now and each with whole different types of strategies, do you find that kind of thing like a really exhilarating part of this whole format of the Grand Slam?
Yeah, it's fun. You know, you don't know what you're gonna get. That's what's fun about World Championships, the Olympics, U.S. Championships, and now Grand Slams. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get. In the distance races, like, yeah, you could get a slow race, you could get a fast race. The best guy could win, the best guy could lose. You get all different types of outcomes. Someone could trip, you know, no matter what, you get another shot in 2 days. So you get a little bit of a continuous thing to follow as a fan. And for an athlete, it's fun too, is you get 2 shots at doing something special. You know, in the course of a slam, at least in Jamaica, like, I feel like everybody walked away happy, whether you got first or 8th. Everyone was happy because we were treated like professionals, the crowd was into it, and we all got paid. And that's not always the case in track. So I haven't talked to everybody, you know, how their experience with this one was, but I think it'll be about the same. I like to double at major championships, and I like to double here, so it's fun.
Now that you've won 2 in a row, how do you kind of keep yourself calm and prepare for the next one without letting like these 2 wins kind of give you a little bit of nerves?
I wouldn't say it's nerves, more than pressure, you know, like there's a target on my back now. I want to win all 4. I've got 2 down. I'm halfway to the finish line in that regard, but you know, it's only going to get harder. I was up against 5K, 10K guys in that first slam. This time I was more up against like 1,500, 3K guys. I don't know who's going to be lining up in Philadelphia. I know that the racers, but the challengers could be a guy with a whole different skill set. So I need to be ready to win in a lot of different scenarios. Today I turned it into my scenario, but 2 days ago, you know, that was a sit and kick race, which up until about a year ago I was pretty bad at. I've come a long way, but I need to be able to win those races too. So it gives a lot of opportunities and a lot of reps to kind of hone your skills.
Another pretty big payday. Any way that you're going to celebrate tonight or throughout the rest of the weekend?
I've got my family here, I've got my girlfriend here, so probably dinner on me. That shouldn't make too much of a dent in the paycheck. So I don't think I'll spend it on anything crazy, but spend it on the people that are here and have some fun tonight. Yeah.